Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are about to see something that you have never seen before. The Ultimate Fighting Challenge.
This ring is something else.
In a battle where anything can happen, anything can happen, anything can happen, and probably will.
Welcome back to the channel. It is I, the J Shot, and because Power Slap League continues to exist, and you guys seem to agree that it is the dumbest invention since NFTs, we couldn't possibly leave it at just one episode. Especially when the last video garnered comments like, "Thank you for watching this so I didn't have to. Your sacrifice is deeply appreciated." Hey, watching the unwatchable is just what I do, and until I feel compelled to take part in a slap fighting event, you can assume that watching all this nonsense has not yet dried up the last of my brain cells. Next from Dana, two guys face off and kick each other square in the nuts league. At this point, can we really rule out that happening though? Should be called the Can't Fix Stupid CTE for Free League. You know, that's actually a little bit catchier than Power Slap League, and CFS CFFL isn't taken yet, whereas Starbucks kind of owns PSL. Power Slap is the craziest combat sport ever. Russian booty slap combat, hold my vodka. Wait, Russian booty what?
What the hell is that?
Okay, I can see there being a fan base for that. But that's not what we're here for. As episode 2 of the barely anticipated Power Slap League Road to the Title series has dropped, just like half of its contestants.
The quest to find the first group of athletes.
We'll be using the term athletes quite loosely going forward, I assume.
At stake, a world ranking.
And that one as well.
Get ready for the first ever Slap-Off Elimination Day.
Yeah, it's a real shock there's never been one of those before. Now, as you may presently yourself be fully aware of,
My grammar sucks.
a handful of slapper slappies got the golden buzzer treatment from Uncle Dana at the exhibition, so straight into the House of Horrors they go. And some of the losers are back to test their hand and chin against a whole new group of other losers that they found after scouring the country. Their words, not mine.
Win your elimination fight and you're in. Lose and you're heading home. It's as simple as that.
Those words definitely couldn't come back to bite them. No, sir. How could they?
My name is Frank the Tank. I have the most slap fight experience.
And the most brain damage by default. Oh, and don't forget to read up on the rules on their website, which looks like it was, pardon the pun, slapped together in mere minutes after someone from the commission said, "Hey, are your rules posted online anywhere?" It's 1v1, sure, but calling anyone a defender is a bit of a stretch. Rounds 3 to 5 kind of seems like we're missing a few if that's all there is. Divisions are men's and women's. Wow, thanks for clarifying. And all of the weight classes are the same as MMA, which everyone on the planet has memorized, so that's listed perfectly. The reviews are replay official, which is pretty self-explanatory. So if you don't understand that, I'm not exactly sure what you're doing here. And defender reaction. Wow, it seems that fights can be decided on whether you indeed did or did not eat that baby.
Blue has chosen right hand on the third strike.
It's basically a time-tested tradition at this point.
Red chooses right hand on the second slap.
Is it just me or does the ref already seem to be having second thoughts? Oh no, Forrest, what are you doing here? You were UFC light heavyweight champ. Technically. And now you're one of the guys who makes sure the slap-E doesn't fall down? Even Randy the Ram's post-retirement gig was better than this.
Here's your bologna, pal.
And what's with this pose anyway? Like, are you a goalkeeper or are you doing jazz hands? Either way.
Stop it. Get some help.
AJ sort of leans in before he gets hit. You know, if he just went a little further, then his opponent could get dinged for clubbing and lose a point. Wow, episode 2 and the sport's already completely broken. Although, to be totally honest, I didn't think it would last this long. You know, getting back to Forrest's new career as a human bumper paddle, what's even the point? Why don't they just stick like a bouncy castle behind the guy? He'll fall down safely and be reminded of going to birthday parties as a kid in the process. I mean, we should probably encourage something like that while these guys can still remember their childhoods.
Walk to me. No.
Okay, so falling on his ass wasn't enough. And the unflinching dead look in his eyes didn't do it either. But 2 stumbly steps sealed it? I mean, how could anybody object to this? Fighter safety is clearly of the utmost priority.
AJ knocks out one of the biggest names in slap fighting.
Wow, what an accomplishment.
Everybody needs to watch out for static. I'm here to put shock to the system.
I've been slapping people in the streets since '94.
It must be Easter because Slap Jesus has returned. And just like how UFC definitively answered the question of which martial art was the best, we're about to learn the answer to another age-old question. Who hits harder, a Ninja Turtle or the Son of God himself?
I don't give a
Good, that's kind of a prerequisite in this. Dana White's bourbon brand gets a lot of screen time. Go figure. But check out all these big name sponsors on the canvas. Easy Post like 4 times. Not sure if this 10X is a sponsor or it just indicates the multiplier of their chances of getting Alzheimer's. And something called kudosnacks.com. Don't forget to use the promo code HEADTRAUMA to get free shipping on your first order.
He might get knocked out with this one. He might get knocked out on this one.
Old DW is trying a little too hard to make this exciting and ends up just coming off as that guy at the theater who won't shut up.
Where's your mom at?
He should have wound up on it. One slap was a wrong idea.
Why is that? Everybody knows it's 1 for the money. Seems like as good a time as any if you ask me. 2 for the show? Not so much. 3 to get ready? Shouldn't you already be? And 4 to go? Well, I guess that would work too. Come to think of it, it would be pretty funny if the ref asked and the slapper's like, right on 17.
Foul. Foul.
Daddy's home.
Looks like the Ninja Turtle stepped forward. One of the biggest no-nos in the book, and definitely not something the producers hide from the viewers when it isn't called.
On what hand will you be smacking?
On what hand will you be smacking? I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it really, really is.
What a comeback.
Honestly, Dana seems bored already. Like he's trying to sell it because he's probably sunk enough money into this to pay for all the at-home care these competitors are going to need. But you know he's watching this garbage thinking,
I've made a huge mistake.
40 years old and I can now finally call myself a professional athlete.
do you want to tell him or should I?
Y'all are the 2s, but I'm the 1.
Man, even grading on a curve because of all the concussions, that was bad.
Kind of sounds like total crap.
Blue fighter won the coin toss, has elected to receive.
Okay, like, I thought we were just having a laugh, but maybe I should lighten up on these guys. He wins the coin toss and elects to get slapped. Why would anyone actually do that? What benefit is there? What the actual shit?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it...
Wrong strategy. If you win the coin toss, you should probably take the first slap.
Yeah, you never want to be the second one doing the slapping, do you, Dana?
I had a really rough childhood. I'm a middle child, so I got to deal with all the backlash, everybody's disappointment.
Ew, a middle child? Oh, that's terrible. You poor thing.
So far, I'm the one doing the best things.
Please elaborate. We'd love to hear what you're doing that is the best thing. It's what? It's this. Power Slap League. Power Slap League is the best thing that anyone in your family has ever done? Wow.
I was one of the contestants on Tough 30 and I faced Muhammad Usman.
Just throwing a prediction out there. This actual fighter is going to completely dummy Malcolm in the Middle.
You hold this? Nope.
Power Slap League. The only professional sport that you can wake up in the morning having no idea it exists and be world ranked by lunchtime.
We've already seen 4 knockouts. It's unbelievable.
Nah, it really isn't. Maybe if they were playing badminton, but it would almost be weird if these guys weren't dropping at the same speed as my faith in humanity while watching this. Did no one notice that he left his feet? Like, where's the foul, ref? What are you, blind?
Oh! Foul! 1 point from blue.
It's really seeming more and more like they're just making this up as they go.
Foul, Chris.
Guys, come on. We want to watch the sport that we love. Can you please just abide by the rules? Dana, hand them that napkin you scribbled them down on, would you?
Nope. That's not that bad.
Acknowledging that it is indeed pretty bad.
In round 2, Waylon stepped.
Hold up, not so fast, Mr. Frost. Now, you may have rattled your opponent's brains, which, yes, is the goal of this. But You moved your foot just a little bit, so I don't know how to tell you this, but...
Due to a foul by both competitors and Blue not being able to continue because of a foul, Blue wins.
What? Yes, that's right. Anak's religion is your winner because he was fouled and can't continue. It's a late addition to the rulebook known as the Funkmaster Clause.
I'm coming on your ass, Ray. I'm coming for that ass. What?
The commission has put Asbury on medical suspension. Because of that, I'm going to give Waylon his spot in the house.
What?
You know, I gotta say, I didn't think it would be possible, but they actually found a way to make this even stupider.
My name is Russell Kainoa Kilani Rivero. My parents gave me that name.
I believe that's generally how that works, yes. Kidding aside, this guy looks like he has telephone poles for forearms. If he can reach him, it's over.
They might suspend him for the rest of his life. His shoe came off.
Okay, that's actually pretty hilarious. The shoe thing, not his brain being put on the spin cycle thing. That's terrible.
Winner by disqualification is Danny. Danny won.
Again with this? We've watched, 10 slap matches and 2 of them have ended this way? If every 5 UFC fights you watched, 1 of them ended in a DQ, they'd still have trouble selling out.
I have about 50 pro fights and over 400 amateur fights.
That was a lie.
Okay, a quick Google search should verify that story. Ah, crap. Why is it always fighters named John?
How do you score that?
I think that's exactly the problem here, Mr. White. You can't. There's nothing to score. But would it really matter if you just put them both in the house?
He's definitely going to be a guy to watch.
Yeah, if you're his parole officer.
The Gaspar versus Rodriguez fight, not impressive at all.
Foul. Oh, foul? Foul. Right here. You need to be here. The step was on the follow through. That's a fair blow.
Oh, come on. Put him in the house. Everybody wants to see Jesus versus Slap Jesus. So what if he wandered into the building 10 minutes ago and no one explained anything to him?
What rules? Who cares? You guys care about the rules?
No. Time for these 2 titans of the slap game to pick teams. You know it's a big moment because Darius is in his best cargo shorts.
I'm also going to put the group of ultimates in the house.
He said the secret word.
And my goal is to find as much talent as I can.
There's no shame in giving up on unrealistic expectations, you know. Small goals. You started this whole nonsensical reality show. That's pretty good. Maybe call it a job well done.
First pick in the same weight class is going to be Ryan Phillips.
We go now to a live look inside the Wolverine's brain. I took Ryan because he looks like me and I know I can slap, so he can slap too.
We're coming in hot. I'm going to be Dana White's best friend. I'm going to hit him on the yacht because I am here and it is my time, baby. Woo!
My friends, this is your brain on Power Slap League. Do not make the same mistakes as these guys. Power Slap League. Not even once.
Jesse Busta-Nutting.
Israel Rodriguez.
Chris Archer.
Shame on you guys. How can you pick him last? He's been to the friggin' Kumite.
What's the whole up?
So after all that, into the house they go. And look how excited they are. Oh, the fun they're going to have playing on a Power Slap League pool table, hanging in the big backyard, sleeping in children's bunk beds, and generally just being the best of friends.
Oh, we getting ratchet. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, go for it. It's not like you have training to do. Or do you? Time for some very important testing, like this pushy the side of the head thingy, the squeezy, the look to the left, and then everyone gets fitted for a tux and top hat.
We're not only starting a new promotion, we're pioneering the science behind it.
The only testing worth doing also proves that this sport shouldn't exist. Measuring how hard they can hit a stationary object. Or, a person who isn't allowed to defend themselves in any way whatsoever.
On the next episode of Power Slap, Road to the Title.
Oh, hey.
Apparently it's just one big commercial for Dana's bourbon. You know what? If they come clean that was the plan all along, I'll accept it and walk away. I really don't want to have to be the Power Slap League's John McCain, but unfortunately, I think I'm now in it for the long haul. So as long as there's human rock'em sock'em robots, I'll just have to grin and bear it. Kind of like they do whenever they lose a coin toss. So that's going to do it for Power Slap League Episode 2, Attack of the Slappers. If you enjoyed this video, take a big step forward and club the like button. I'm the Jay Shot. Thanks for watching, and all the best.